this time of year is when we work with our clients to update all of their risk factor disclosure in their annual reports. And two key areas to focus on for 2019 include cybersecurity and what we call ESG, which stands for Environment, Social, and Governance. And those are areas that are really key in terms of the focus by both the SEC and institutional investors. So in terms of what the SEC has said on the topic of cybersecurity, they have put out a couple of interpretive releases, and those include things like the anticipated effect on the company of a cybersecurity breach. Certainly if they've experienced a cybersecurity breach in terms of a hacking incident, the company would need to address what they have done to fix the problem. And really, with respect to other companies that have not yet experienced a breach, I think the SEC's attitude is that everyone should be prepared that they may experience such a breach in the future, and focus on that disclosure in their risk factors section, in what we call MD&A, or Management's Discussion and Analysis, and in the business section. In the event of a breach, the SEC wants to know that the company has given thought to how they would address it. The investor community is extremely focused on the topic of ESG reporting. The SEC is going to be taking an interest in seeing what companies are doing and possibly proposing some rulemaking that would result in more uniformity of that disclosure once they take a look at what they think should be reported across industries in this area. You know, it's going to be increasingly important for companies in all industries to be thinking about what are the effects or potential effects of climate change on their businesses, and making sure that they've addressed those risks in their public reports. The SEC will take a look at a company's periodic reports to see how they have addressed the risks that pertain to their business. The SEC does have the ability to comment on risk disclosures if they think that they're insufficiently specific or too vague or just not particular to a company's own business. So we try to encourage people to stay away from generically phrased risks and really focus in on things that pertain to their own businesses, particular to a company's own business. At this time of year, it's always good to sit down with a disclosure committee, which would include people within the company who are directly involved with the business. Almost like a brainstorming session, you're making sure anything that could be considered material to the business is rising to the level of the decision makers around the disclosure themselves.